In order to understand the data representation, the data, you have to try to understand what breakdown one by one that concept typically. So if they have already explained a data, ignorant of eight objects, not understanding eight objects called application. We have to understand basic knowledge. Not understanding eight objects called application. And then Sankara means activity, action. That action, activities, solution according to the activity and the Paticc made one and this made one Sankara. And the Abhidhamma, that is solution given on. That is given on solution. Person with this Sankara, Omyati Sankara, wholesome activities. How Omyati Sankara and wholesome activities. Anantati Sankara and physical activities. Omya, wholesome, charity, morality, Rupachana, concentration, therefore, Omyati Sankara, wholesome. How Omyati Sankara is wholesome activities, feeling, committing sexual misconduct, telling lies, and drinking alcohol, committing 5 precepts and so they are called Abhomyati Sankara. Ananjali Sankara. Ananjali Sankara is actually very important for some activities. Ananjali Sankara is unshakable activity. Omyati Sankara and Ananjali Sankara. Actually, they are wholesome activities. Ananjali Sankara is Arupachana concentration. That is kinds of wholesome. Arupachana, kusala. That is wholesome activities. But this Ananjali Sankara is separate from wholesome activity. One is the Arupa jhana and Abha jhana also stable. But Arupa jhana is the most stable and very far from entrances, which is enemy of jhanas, which is enemy of Magapula, jhana Magapula. This is very far from the enemy which is the Varana entrances. That's why this Arupa jhana concentration is for Ananta Visankara. That Ananta Visankara, that is unshakable activities. Unshakable activities. And yesterday I have found and Ananta Visankara is nice artisan, no others. Yesterday, nice artisan, no others. Actually, that is totally wrong. Neither Kusala nor Akusala is totally wrong. Actually, Ananda Visana is Kusala. Arupa jhana Kusala. Yes. Actually, it is not Buddhism, that is you. It is your idea, no Buddhist idea. Actually, now I mean explain Ananta Visankara. Ananta Visankara, that is nothing to do with Abhisara. Now, in this connection, nothing to do with Abhisara. I'm not explaining Abhisara side. This is Visara side. In this Ananta Visankara, that is not Abhisara side. Nothing to do with Abhisara. You're confusing what you understand. Yes, Martha is two-way, good way, bad way. That is true. And Jhana is two-way and good and bad. That is also true. But in this connection, only Kusala, only good way, according to this Ananda Visankara. Not Akusala way. Akusala way is Ananda Apunya Visankara. That is Akusala way. This is different from Apunya Visankara. That's why we have to focus on Kusala side. You have experience, you have knowledge, and jhana is the good thing there. That is true. That we have to understand that is true. But in this Ananta is there is only Kusala. not neither kusala nor akusala. Yes, like that. So then sankharas are many, as you told me, in the commentary and Sankara, Sankara, or Paticc and Yoga Sankaras and many Sankaras. And this Ananjapi Sankara, in this Sankara, there is actually a Sankara relating to Chitana, Chitana. That is for Sankara in this diagram. And in the three Pitaka, Buddha's teaching is really interesting. Really interesting what we research in Buddha's teaching. Only one word, even the only one word, is difficult to understand at all. But what we have to think is which one we are studying is very important. If you know Sankara is good or bad, yeah, that is enough. But sometimes we are studying which core, which area, which side. Sometimes we have to spend about that. So this is Kadesha's Mopada way, Kadesha's Mopada method. According to the Kadesha's Mopada method, we need to focus on that one. And later on, or according to the Kadesha's Mopada dependent originating. Buddha preached like that. Buddha used this way that we have to understand like that. Sometimes Buddha used many ways. As you know, Patana. Patana. What is the meaning of Patana? You know? Yeah. Yeah, that is really interesting. Really interesting. Buddha's knowledge is, we can imagine Buddha's knowledge. Really deep and deep. Buddha's knowledge is really hard. It's not enough. Not enough. Very difficult to express Buddha's knowledge or Buddha's glory. Actually, Patana is cause only. Patana means cause. But as we know, Patana bones are 5 bones. That 5 bones, no? There is no entity. That 5 bones is not entity. If we write down in detail in this world, 4 people are not enough. There is only one cause. One of which that is cause. Patana means cause. But Buddha's knowledge is really deep and deep. To understand only one cause is very difficult. So that is really amazing. But we have to study Buddha's teaching and for knowledge, some are practice. We have to put into practice. But that is not for everywhere, not for everywhere. We have to understand. Okay, Sankara means activity. That Sankara is depending on ignorance, depending on ignorance, there arise activity, volitional activity, so forth, Sankara. Depending on that Sankara, there arise Vijnana. Vijnana means This way I told you that that is the very related consciousness. Related consciousness. If any constant are there, I means that is traditionally related. Later on in our life, we have already present also we have to understand. Present also present already also possible. So in this connection, we have to understand that in any already there are two kinds of that in this time in this dependent origination, we have to understand. All Vijnana are, as we have seen, that Vijnana, time consciousness, Lord Vijnana, ear consciousness, Nana Vijnana, nose consciousness, Deva Vijnana, time consciousness, Kaya Vijnana, body consciousness, Mano Vijnana, mind consciousness, eye consciousness, ear consciousness, throat consciousness, consciousness, body consciousness, and mind consciousness. Mind consciousness. So they are called only Vijnana. Only Vijnana is called present consciousness. Present consciousness. Nama Rupa. Nama Rupa. Nama and Rupa. Sometimes this cup, like this cup, when he gives much of this cup, in order to understand this teaching very easily. Vijnana and Amarupa. To understand Vijnana and Amarupa, that's all we need to know five aggregates. Aggregate of form, aggregate of feeling, aggregate of perception, aggregate of mental formation, aggregate of consciousness. Aggregate of form, aggregate of feeling, aggregate of perception, aggregate of mental formation, aggregate of consciousness. Vijnana. Actually, Vijnana means consciousness. That is called aggregate of consciousness. Vijnana is aggregate of consciousness. Nama. In the Nama, that Nama mental state, mental factor. Among the mental factor, Vedana is aggregate of feeling. Prajna is aggregate of perception. The remaining 15 are aggregate of mental formation. Nama means three aggregate. Mental structure, aggregate, mental state aggregate, three aggregates. Nama means three aggregates. Rupa is aggregate of form. Okay, it is related to one aggregate. Consciousness is aggregate of consciousness. Nama means aggregate of feeling, aggregate of perception, aggregate of mental formation. Nama means three aggregate relating to mental factor. Three aggregates. Rupa means aggregate of form. Aggregate of form. So Nama Rupa here means mental factor, three aggregate and aggregate of form, altogether four aggregates here. Vijnana is aggregate of consciousness, altogether five aggregates we have to understand. That is the movement of and the mother's one, and the mother's one, and the mother's one, the state of feeling consciousness, and the mother's one. Actually, they are arising together, and the movement of the deep and deep, and the mother's one, mind and matters are arising together, samachaya patio, who arising one together. And the mother's one, the descending, relating process. At the time, five aggregate mind and mental are one together, not present time. Okay, that is Nama Rupa. I hope you may understand Nama Rupa. Nama Rupa means Nama means mental factor, mental state. Rupa means that is, then we can see all Rupa, that is aggregate of form. So Nama Rupa we have to understand. Mind and matter. Nama Rupa means mind and matter. And then Samayana. Six sense pieces. Vijnana, consciousness, Nama Rupa, mind and matter. Mind and matter means mental state and matter. Mind and matter, mental state and matter. Samayana, six sense pieces. Mind beings, ear base, nose base, tongue base, body base, and one base. Therefore, saliva, 6 sense bases. Eye base, and the beta mark below eye base. There, there is very clear the beta mark eye base. Ear base, nose base, tongue base, body base, and mouth base. Therefore, Asabha contact. Asabha contact. Vedana feeling. I will explain them 5 factors altogether. Vedana, Namarupa, Vedana, Asabha, Vedana. And also Dana. Still Dana. I will explain Dana. Dana is brilliant. Still Dana. Altogether 6. Altogether 6. So, to understand these 6, and for depending on time dates and form, time consciousness arises. The median of these 3 is for contact. A combination of these 3. The median of these 3 is for contact. Depending on contact, there arise feeling. Depending on feeling, there arises craving. This is the process of these 6. Depending on time and form, time consciousness arises. The median of these 3 is for contact, that is for eye contact. Depending on eye contact, that arises feeling. Depending on feeling, that arises craving. Depending on ear and sound, ear consciousness arises. The median of these 3 is for contact. Depending on contact, that arises feeling. Depending on feeling, that arises craving. Depending on nose and smell, nose consciousness arises. The median of these 3 is for contact. Depending on contact, that arises feeling. Depending on feeling, that arises craving. Depending on time and taste, and consciousness arises. The median of 3 is for contact. Depending on contact, that arises feeling. Depending on feeling, that arises craving. And the same way, those are also the same. Ear consciousness, eye consciousness, ear consciousness, nose consciousness, time consciousness, body consciousness, and mind consciousness. So, what you have to understand is internal sense space, internal fixed internal sense spaces, fixed external sense spaces. Six consciousness. Six contacts. Six feeling. Six cravings. That is one of the sutras, Paticc Sutra. I hope you may have Paticc Sutra. Cha means six. Chakra means six kinds. Paticc means six kinds, six. Altogether, 36. And that sutra or a phrase and this way here only arising these six kinds of factors. They are related to each other. And for example, how our unconsciousness is arising when we often according to this Paticc Sutra. And depending on I'm based. We have I'm based and form. Depending on I'm based and form, I'm consciousness arises. Other times, I'm based, form, I'm consciousness meeting all together. That moment is called contact. Other times, depending on that contact, feeling arises, craving arises. Without practicing meditation, this process is cycling. According to this diagram here, depending on I and form means I base saliva. Form means that is also we call saliva. Saliva as you go per. So I and forms are similar. I consciousness is Vijnana. And consciousness, Vijnana. Some ayaranas are metta, rupa. Consciousness, Vijnana is mind. Metta and mind. The medium of that three is called asa, contact. Depending on that contact, there arises feeling, good or bad. That contact is good. Good feeling arises. That contact is bad. Bad feeling arises. Depending on that feeling, then feeling arises. Without practicing meditation on that object, depending on that craving, upadana, clinging, power, becoming, starting, born, Dharmarana, all these things. This process is cycling without practicing meditation. So, not to cycle this process, we need to practice meditation. We need to practice meditation. So, how to practice meditation and finally off that method means actually mind consciousness is arising here. Mind consciousness, we need to observe. We need to observe. If we are able to observe mind consciousness, that mind consciousness, when we observe that mind consciousness, we are able to cut this length. We will have no dana, no upadana, no kama, no jati, no dharma, because we are able to practice meditation on this consciousness. If we are practicing meditation on this consciousness, we will have no dana, no upadana, no kama, no jati. Otherwise, we may have dana. Without practicing meditation, we may have dana. In that case, when we have dana, upadana, samabhava, jati, paramarana, this cycle is cycling and cycling without stopping. Without stopping. So to stop this cycle, we need to practice meditation. One of these parts. Otherwise, we may have dana, upadana, samabhava, jati, paramarana. This cycle, ceaseless, revolving, ceaseless, because we will practice meditation in this period. If we are able to practice meditation, one of these parts, we will have no dana, upadana, samabhava, and stronger. Otherwise, we have dana, upadana, samabhava, and stronger. Samsara is cycle without practicing meditation. If we have an idea to stop this samsara, this process, we have to practice meditation, one of these parts. So, the thing we need to learn, depending on ear and sound, ear consciousness arises. Depending on ear and sound, ear consciousness arises. Ear and sounds are saliva. Ear consciousness is jnana. So ear and sounds are rupa. Ear consciousness is nama. The meaning of these three is all phasa concept. Depending on phasa, there arise vedana, feeling. Depending on feeling, there arise craving, dana. This process is the same as before. In this case, when we hear any sound, we have ear consciousness. And ear consciousness is arising in us. We have to observe that ear consciousness, ear consciousness, ear consciousness. There is no man, no women, no eye. Ear consciousness is ear consciousness. Not relating to any man, women, or anyone. Ear consciousness is ear consciousness. Nothing else. At the time, we may observe that ear consciousness. When we are able to practice meditation on that ear consciousness, ear consciousness, ear consciousness, ear consciousness. At the time, you have no dana. While you are observing ear consciousness, while you are observing ear consciousness, you have no dana. In that moment, you are removing dana because you are observing ear consciousness. You are removing dana no dana, no vadana, no kamabhava, no jati, no charamana, no dukkha. When you observe ear consciousness a second, you are removing dana upadana a second. When you practice meditation on that ear consciousness 1 hour, you are removing this defilements 1 hour. Find that way, we need to practice little by little, and then we are able to remove defilements completely if we are able to practice from that way. Later on, we are able to remove that defilements completely. Now, 5 minutes you are practicing meditation, you are removing this defilements 5 minutes. If you are practicing meditation 1 hour, you are removing defilements from 1 hour to permanently to eliminate this defilement. We need to practice. We need to practice. So, by practicing meditation, ear consciousness, we are able to attain realization. We are able to remove defilement. In that case, we are able to attain realization. Nose consciousness the same, depending on nose and smell. Nose consciousness arises. The meaning of three is called contact Asabha. Nose and smells are rupa. Nose consciousness is nama. And the meaning of these three is called contact. Depending on contact, asa, virana, dana, upadana, amabhava, tarika. If we are unable to practice meditation, this process is cycling ceaselessly. If we are able to practice meditation, stop there. No dana, no vadana, no samabhava, no consciousness and consciousness. Depending on time and days and consciousness arises. Time and days are rupa, and consciousness is nama. The meaning of three is called asana, asapatiya, dharana, dharana patyantana. This process is going without stop because we are unable to practice meditation. So this diagram is cycling without stopping. So how to stop this diagram? How to stop this process? Practice meditation in this area. We have 10 consciousness, 10 consciousness, 10 consciousness, eating consciousness, eating consciousness, eating mind, eating consciousness is arising in us, and consciousness is arising in us, observing. While we are observing 10 consciousness, one time you are observing 10 consciousness, one time you are removing this dana. So when you are able to remove this dana, no dana, no uparana, no samabhava, no jati, no brahmarana, no dukkha. Stop it. Therefore, we practice meditation on and consciousness. And consciousness. If we are able to practice meditation on and consciousness, you are able to attain realization of nirvana by practicing meditation and consciousness. Body consciousness, sometimes itching, that is body consciousness. Itching, pain, good or bad, That is body consciousness. Body consciousness, mind consciousness, thinking consciousness also. While we are practicing meditation, we may have thinking consciousness, thinking mind. We have to observe that thinking mind, thinking consciousness. Thinking mind, thinking mind, thinking consciousness, thinking consciousness. At the time you are removing the upadana. Without practicing meditation on that thinking consciousness, you may have defilements. This process is cyclic without practicing meditation. When the Buddha preached Paticc Sutta by this way, 60 people attained a country at the end of that physical. 60 people attained a country arhat. Sotapanna, Paragam, Anagami, Madhava, many. Only arhat. 60. And then, when the Venerable Sariputta preached this Sutta, 60 people attained arhat. When the Venerable Moggallana preached this Sutta, 60 people attained arhat. And later on, many great disciples preached this Sutta. Whoever preached this Sutta attained arhat. At least 60 people later on, at the time of Sri Lanka, Malia Deva Cheva. Malia Deva Cheva. When he gave this Dhamma talk, around 60 times, one time 60 people attained arhat. He has given Dhamma talk. He has given Dhamma talk 60 times. 60 times. One time 60 people attained arhat. Many disciples preached this Sutta. Many people attained arhat. At the Buddha's teaching, many suttas are really amazing, but this sutta is the most amazing, really amazing, really interesting. And that is according to the commentary of Paticc. According to the commentary, this sutta is really amazing. Many people take ownership whenever they listen to the talk on this. Take ownership like that. This is really practical. This sutta is really practical. How to practice meditation. And Mogosaros method, Mahasisaros method, or any method you use. This sutta is really useful to practice meditation. Really helpful. Really helpful. Paticc Sutta is really amazing sutta. So this diagram is also really deep and deep. Many suttas are included here in this diagram. When we give Dhamma talk, we use many suttas in order to understand this diagram, dependent origination. So today I already explained you Vijnana, Namarupa, Samayana, Asa, Vedana, Dana, Freedom, Dana. Altogether 6. Vijnana, Namarupa, Samayana, Asa, Vedanas are 5 applications. 5 applications according to dependent origination. Therefore, 5 applications. Rupakhana, Vedanakhana, Sanyakhana, Sankhana, Vijanakhana, also are technique. Here, according to the Vigamadhika, we have to understand. So, whatever is we have to understand part aggregates. According to this diagram, here for part aggregates. Okay, in that case, tomorrow I will explain Jana Upadana and so on. Jana Upadana. So, when we finish this 12 factor, we have to study this course, and this course also, two courses. Okay, let's go here. Okay.